Hello learners, this is Habiba with Pedagogy of Social Sciences with the topic Aims and Objectives of Learning Social Sciences with the subtopic Anderson and Krathwohl Taxonomy. Before understanding the revised taxonomy of Anderson and Krathwohl, let's understand Benjamin's taxonomy. In 1956, Benjamin S. Bloom classified domains of human learning into three parts. They are domains of learning. The first one is cognitive. Cognitive means knowing, that means thinking, related to head. Second one is affective, that is related to feelings, related to heart, the emotions, whatever the feelings comes under affective domain. The third one is psychomotor. Psychomotor means doing, related to hand movements, whatever we do with our hand, that comes under psychomotor domain. So these are the three domains. As the educational objective, Bloom's taxonomy is a model of classification of thinking into multi-levels in increasing order of complexities. As a result of this classification, a series of taxonomies was established in each domain that provided a means of expressing qualitatively different levels of thinking of learners. However, over a period of time, new ideas of insight emerged about teaching learning process in order to reflect the change inside and yield of researchers and to meet the needs of the teaching learning scenario of the 21st century learners. Lauren W. Anderson, a former student of Bloom, and David R. Krathwohl, one of the co-authors of Bloom's book, led a team of experts in revising Bloom's taxonomy. The result was published in 2001 in the form of a book, Taxonomy for Learning, Teaching and Accessing, a revision of Bloom's taxonomy of educational objectives. The revised taxonomy appears similar, yet significant changes are there. Bloom's taxonomy has 6 tiers of learning arranged in a hierarchical way. Example, if a learner applies her or his knowledge, she has already crossed the previous 2 stages of learning with a little change in the hierarchy. Revised taxonomy has also 6 tiers of learning that are more explicit. One of the other significant changes is that revised Bloom's taxonomy has 2 dimensions identified as the knowledge dimension. That means kind of knowledge to be learned, and the cognitive process dimensions, where Bloom's taxonomy has only one dimension. Before understanding revised taxonomy of Anderson and Krathwohl, let's understand what is Bloom's taxonomy's 6 tiers. The first one is knowledge. That means the recall of information, discovery, classification, observation, using, locating, naming, all comes under knowledge. This is the first step. Then comes the comprehension. Whatever knowledge given, understanding of that knowledge, and also translating in our words, what maybe in learners' views, learners' words, summarizing, demonstrating, discussing, all comes under comprehension. Then comes application. First, knowledge is given, knowledge was understood, and then whatever knowledge was understood, applying that, or using and applying knowledge, using problem solving methods, and also manipulating, also designing, experimenting, all comes under applying. That means using the old knowledge to understand and apply that knowledge wherever possible way. Then comes analysis. Analysis is identifying and analyzing patterns, organization of ideas, recognizing the trends. That comes under analysis. Then comes the synthesis. Synthesis means using of old concepts to create new ideas. That is maybe design and all, maybe imagination, or comparing, or imagining, or inferring, modifying, or predicting, or combining, all comes under synthesis. The last step is evaluation. That is whatever learned or created, assessing the theories, that is comparison of ideas, evaluating the outcomes, solving, judging, recommending, rating, all comes under evaluation. So this is the Bloom's taxonomy. Now let's understand the difference between the Bloom's taxonomy given in the year 1956 and revised taxonomy has come in the year 2001. The major change is the Bloom's taxonomy was in the form of noun, which has been changed to verb in the year 2001. Let's see the difference here. Knowledge has become remember, comprehension, understand, application, apply, analysis, analyze, synthesis. Now synthesis and evaluation have been flipped. Evaluation has come down and synthesis or create has gone up in the revised taxonomy. So this is the difference. Now let's understand the revised taxonomy in detail. Remembering means recalling relevant knowledge from long-term memory. Whatever the knowledge has been gained, recalling that knowledge, that is remembering. Then comes understanding, that is making sense of what already has been learnt. Then applying, use the knowledge gained in new ways. Whatever knowledge we have gained, using that knowledge in new ways. Then analyzing means breaking the concepts into parts and understand how each part is related to one another, that is analyzing. Then comes evaluating, that is making judgments based on a set of guidelines. Lastly comes the creating, that is putting information together in an innovative way. Whatever knowledge gained, that putting information in a innovative new way, that is creating. So these are the 6 tiers or steps, hierarchical order of learning objectives given in the revised Anderson and Krathwohl's taxonomy. The revised taxonomy is different in 3 ways. The first one is in terminology. It is obvious from the figure this change is minor at significant. It is shift from the noun to verb words. The second one is the structure. In Bloom's taxonomy, one has to find some ways to cut across different subject areas as the nature and contents of each subject area are different. Example, the factual knowledge of social sciences and language is different. Similarly, the procedural knowledge is also different. So that is, the structure might be different. Then the third one is emphasis. The revised taxonomy is more authentic tool for curriculum planning, developing materials for teaching, learning or of assessment. How much students understood, that process we will understand. Bloom's taxonomy was viewed as the tools best applied for earlier years of schooling. Anderson and Krathwohl taxonomy can easily be used for higher levels also. In this sense, it is broader in use. So emphasis more on the description of the subcategories of learning. So in the previous introduction, we said that there are 2-dimensional taxonomy table given by Anderson and Krathwohl, that is cognitive process dimensions and knowledge dimensions. Let's understand those. First one, cognitive process dimensions. Under that, first is remember, that is recognizing, identifying, recalling, retrieving, all comes under remember. Then understand, that is interpreting, clarifying or paraphrasing, representing or translating. Then exemplifying, that is illustrating and instantiating. Then classifying, that is categorizing, submissing. Then summing up, that is then summarizing, abstracting, generalizing, inferring, concluding, extrapolating, then interpolating, predicting, all comes under inferring. Then comparing, that is contrasting, mapping, Matching all comes under comparing. Then explaining, that is constructing the models, that means that comes under understand. Then apply, executing, that means carrying out, implementing, using, that means whatever has been learned, applying that knowledge, using that knowledge. Then analyze, that is differentiating, discriminating, distinguishing, focusing, selecting, all comes under differentiation. Then organizing, that is finding coherence, integrating, outlining, praising, structuring, all comes under organizing. Then attributing, that is deconstructing. Excuse me. Then comes the evaluate, that is checking, coordinating, detecting, monitoring, testing, critiquing, judging, all comes under evaluate. Then lastly comes the create, that is generating, hypothesizing, planning, designing, producing, construct, all comes under create. The next one is knowledge dimensions. First one is factual knowledge, that is it is knowledge of facts, laws, definitions, terminology, vocabulary, etc. of social science, recite or retrieve material. It is specific to social sciences and is essential for developing understanding in social science. The second one is conceptual knowledge. It is knowledge of theory, generalization, and interrelation of different concepts in social sciences. Then comes procedural knowledge, that is carrying out or using a procedure. Through executing or implementing, we come to know that how to perform activities, how to use materials for teaching learning process, that is procedural knowledge. Lastly, the fourth one, metacognitive knowledge. Meta means beyond thinking knowledge, that is it is knowing about knowledge, it is leaving about learners awareness about her own learning process of learning style, what is her understanding about the way she best learns, listening, working together, reading, writing, doing activities, etc. all comes under metacognitive knowledge. So now let's conclude the topic. Thus, the revised Bloom's taxonomy has number of subcategories of the cognitive processes. It is more explicit and provides us a powerful tool to help structure the teaching learning strategies and process. That's all for today. Thanks for your attention and time. As motivation, please do like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Happy learning.